So with Star Wars Day and the anniversary of the Battle of Hogwarts, so essentially Harry Potter Day coming up, I wanted to make a podcast episode discussing how we celebrate days dedicated to our favourite stories. I am a huge Harry Potter fan. I've been to the Warner Bros. Studio Tour in London about 3 times. I've got Hermione's wand. I've got a Dobby Funko Pop. I've got a Ravenclaw notebook because I'm Ravenclaw. My boyfriend got me a Hogwarts acceptance letter and Ravenclaw jewelry box. I want so much more, but I can't afford it. I've also got this t-shirt, Deathly Hallows t-shirt. I do celebrate Harry Potter Day, but only really by watching the films. I aim to watch the Battle of Hogwarts on the 2nd of May so that I watch it on the day that happens. And obviously it happens in Deathly Hallows Part 2. So I try to finish on Deathly Hallows Part 2. But I watch 2 films a day. So starting on Fantastic Beasts, moving through the Harry Potters and watching Deathly Hallows on the 2nd of May so that I watched the Battle of Hogwarts on the day that it happened. I love Harry Potter. Like, there's just so much creativity and depth to the whole Wizarding World, and I want so much more with it. Like, yes, we've got Fantastic Beasts, and we're exploring the time of Grindelwald, and we've seen young Dumbledore, and we've had little Easter eggs like Nicholas Flamel and the Philosopher's Stone, and in Crimes of Grindelwald, we had McLagan's, I think, grandfather in there, which is really cool. But I want so much more because I love the Wizarding World. I think the main things I'd want are like a series of films or TV show going into the origins of Hogwarts, so where it all started with the founders, or maybe a Marauder series, so, you know, exploring Harry's parents and the Marauders and maybe giving a bit more of a backstory into Snape. But the one thing I really, 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 really want is a Voldemort series. Just because there's so much depth to his character in the books that wasn't explored properly in the films. You know, I just want to see everything that was explored in the films, like in the book, sorry. Like, I know they'd have to recast Tom Riddle, but I wouldn't mind as long as I got to see everything that was described in the books. You know, we see Nagini in Fantastic Beasts, but I want to know how Voldemort found her. I want to see everything that there was in the books, you know, why Voldemort is the way he is, because he's the product of a love potion. I just think he's the perfect villain, and apart from Hermione and Dobby, he is my favourite character just because there's so much depth and creativity to his character that could have been explored in the films, and I really want a series going into it because it's so interesting. I think Harry Potter is probably my favourite thing in the world. I think it probably goes Harry Potter and then Phantom of the Opera. Like, don't get me wrong, Star Wars, Marvel, Friends, Shadowhunters, Sherlock, Hamilton, Newsies, Alice in Wonderland are all things that are up there. And like Friends is one of those TV shows where you can watch it time and time again and it's still funny. Chandler's my favourite. My boyfriend got me a Chandler rubber duck for my birthday. And I'm very much like Monica with my cleanliness and tidiness. But and in the new Spider-Man, spoiler, but then again, if you haven't seen it by now, what are you doing? But when all 3 Spider-Mans came together, that was just incredible. My whole childhood came together. But there is just something about Harry Potter and Phantom of the Opera that is just mind-blowing to me. Like, I can't get enough. And obviously this year was the Harry Potter reunion, which makes this year extra special. But I have some examples here of how Harry Potter fans celebrate/commemorate the Battle of Hogwarts. So someone said they celebrate it by watching one movie every night leading up to the 2nd of May, a bit like me. Another person said that they decorate their house with merchandise such as posters and wands they've collected. I wish I could. Oh wow, and someone else made peanut butter filled chocolate frogs a couple of years ago. I may have to try that one out, although I can't bake. Is that baking? Yeah, I think it is. Anyway, I mean, there's Star Wars Day as well. Adam is a massive Star Wars fan, so I feel like when we live together, it's going to be 2 solid weeks of Harry Potter and Star Wars, because of course, Star Wars Day is 2 days after Harry Potter Day, May the 4th. Basically, I'm a witch and Adam's a Jedi. But I do celebrate Star Wars Day only really by watching the films. So again, 2 a day, prequels, original, sequels, Solo and Rogue One, not necessarily in that order. But I have some examples here of how Star Wars fans celebrate May the 4th. So one person said they celebrated it before with a free comic book day. Oh, they did comic book rounds and had drinks at a Star Wars themed trivia nightclub. That sounds fun. Another said they spend the day building Star Wars Lego and watching the films and series throughout the week. That sounds like Adam. Someone else said that they bake Star Wars themed snacks like Grogu pancakes. Oh, Grogu. I love him. He's just so cute. Like, he just makes me happy. I want a Grogu. I'm going to have to get a plushie. And another said they usually go to events like costume competitions. So that is the end of this very short but sweet episode about how we celebrate days dedicated to our favourite stories. There should be so much more. Why aren't there more days dedicated to favourite stories? Is there a Shadowhunter Day? Oh, because if there is, I'm getting on board with that. And I wish I was a Shadowhunter. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed. Bye.